Sanibonani guys, welcome back to yet another video. Guys, hi shame. Season 2 cast members of Married at First Sight Mzansi listen benze amawololo. Because I don't remember a reality show in South Africa that got so many attention even after the show was done airing. I mean, how many podcasts have they been on? Listen, I know some people like, listen, old news, we tired of what. Listen, if you're tired, you're about to get more tired. Because Urilebukile Mabocha, who was the host, by the way, of Married at First Sight Reunion, she has a podcast on her own. And she will be interviewing some of them one by one. Now, the nice thing about Urilebukhile's podcast, she is going to be bringing in an expert, Utabang, you guys. And I think, listen, a lot of people have been asking to hear from the expert side. I want to be excited about it, but at the same time, maybe she is not gonna, take the route that we want her to take to tell us, who was the problem, who was the toxic people on this season. I don't think she's gonna be telling us that. But when I saw the trailer, guys, because Urilebukile said it's going to be a mini series from Monday to Friday or something like that. Utabang said that there's some people who even have been sending her DMs, you guys, threatening her, saying she was biased. And she says she does not feel she was biased. Now, the thing is, when the season started, guys, the most of us, majority of us, we loved Utabang. And for the season to end up with her getting threats, it's so strange for me. I don't even think she anticipated things ending like this. But yeah, now Utabang and Uposte X, they got a lot of backlash. So I don't expect to see them back for season 3. But I also heard Nkulunago saying there was a conversation he had with what is that sexologist, and I didn't see any scenes with that sexologist. So I was asking myself, what was the purpose of having so many experts if throughout the whole season I can literally count on one hand how many times we saw the other experts? We literally only saw Utabang and Pastor X. Now, the first episode that was released was the episode with Umakoto. And listen, guys, someone said Umakoto loves listening to herself speak. And you know what? I agree. Ugeli, like the way she presents herself, it's almost as if when she speaks, honestly, ungborile Umakoto, because when Urilebukile even asked her, like, how far are you with suing Nkululeko? She's like, I don't have the time for that. I'm just like, so what was the stunt about? She was like, no, Umakoto says that I just said that for TV. I mean, guys, we were making TV. She even said on Umek G's podcast that the moment she noticed or realized that Nkululeko was not the man she wants to spend the rest of her life with, everything else was an act. She was very aware of the things she was saying and doing. And then on Urilebukhile's podcast, when she asked Umakoto, at what point did you realize that this man is not the type of man you want? She said on night 1, when they got married. So I'm like, all along, Umakoto has been acting, you guys. She also did allude to the fact that at Married at First Sight, the experiment, I think you actually get married, sign a marriage contract when you recommit. Because if you notice Umakoto, she's very particular with her words. Even to her family, she told them that no, it's a trial marriage. Even on TV, when she was with the Umakoto or the others, she kept saying trial marriage. Another thing that bored me about that interview, Umakoto, was when she mentioned that one guy from production actually thought that Nkululeko was gay. Now, the reason why the guy, and including Umakoto, felt like Nkululeko was gay was the fact that Nkululeko was because of the fact that Nkululeko mentioned that he wanted to wait 2 months before he has sex with his wife. And the thing that bored me a lot about that, guys, is that this is the thinking of a lot of women. By the way, Nkululeko did not make up that rule of waiting for 2 months till he has sex with his wife after he met Umakoto. He made it before he came onto the show, because we see him having that conversation on episode 1 when he's sitting with the rest of the gents and having that conversation. So now to think that some of the guys that he was shooting with were actually thinking he's gay, including Umakoto and some people from production, I just kind of feel like, what have we become as society, guys? Into enhle, we turn it into something something that should be frowned upon. I mean, a lot of women are out here complaining that no, when you meet a guy, all he wants to do is sleep with you and then leave you. That's what I mean. We even teach our girl children that stay away from abafana because that's what they do. And then we see a guy who's actually doing something that is good, wanting to know the person first before they indulge in sexual activities, and then people are automatically assuming that he's gay. Like, what's wrong with us? I mean, as a guy, you're not even allowed to have a type that you're sexually attracted to, because there's a narrative that men, every skirt that passes, they want to sleep with that woman. So Unkululeko can't even freely say that, listen, I was not attracted to Umakoto. No, it means that he's gay. That thing imporile, guys. Another thing that shocked me was when Umakoto revealed that they were actually having a conversation, and Uposhia said, listen, I want a guy, a man with money. I want a man who's gonna give me money. I was like, hey, but nah, Uposha really said that? But when the public was saying that no, Uposha fell for Ubongani because of his money, and on the reunion, she's like, listen, Mina, I've always been a cheese girl. I have my own money and whatnot. I know, guys, it's nice to be taken care of a man and whatnot, but the moment you make it as a requirement that, listen, I want a man who's gonna give me money, I don't know, like, I just view you in a different type of light. Because I believe, guys, there's still ways to show that, listen, you're not going to come in my life and think, oh, you're just going to drag your legs and not do anything for me, for us. Like, I think there's different ways. And I kind of feel like, oh, Portia, even without her saying that, already that woman exudes money. You're not going to walk into a person like Portia's life and think that you're not going to take her out to fancy restaurants or whatever the case may be. Do you get what I'm saying? I just kind of feel like you don't have to come out here and say that, listen, I want money. But Portia's going to have her interview, so I am looking forward to hear what she's got to say. Yeah, Nabeno Tabang, the rest to Makwa Donkonulebo and what Upalisa. I don't think I'm gonna get anything new there. I am curious why. Unelisa Taba, not Unelisa, Unelisa Utemba, and who else? And Ubongani, why they declined. Okay, guys, maybe Ubongani is out of the country because, listen, he travels a lot. But Utemba and Unelisa, I'm curious why they didn't want to come, because she's not those type of hosts that are trying to, get views by asking you funny questions. I think it was going to be a clean thing. But maybe they took the advice from their fans that, listen, stay away from TV, keep away from the public eye, and that's the way it's gonna flourish. Anyway, let's park it right there. You tell me your thoughts on this. Please do make sure you like the video. Please do subscribe. It is absolutely for free of charge, and I'll see you guys in the next one.